Should our country have free health care? Healthcare must be recognized as a right, not a privilege. Every child, woman in our country should be able to access the healthcare they need regardless of their income, according to healthcare.org. Have you ever been in a healthcare predicament that you need to receive some sort of healthcare, but you knew that when the bill came, you would not be able to afford it? Well, you're in the same boat as many Americans. Most Americans, actually 46% of Americans, have no health care insurance. And more than 18,000 Americans die every year because they could not afford to go to the hospital or to see a health care provider, according to the Huffington Post. Why is this important? Well, I'm 22 years old I have recently realized how expensive the healthcare program really is in our country. And I am double covered by both my parents with health insurance, and it's still astronomical for me. I've had Crohn's disease since I was 10 years old and recently received surgery in November to remove part of my bowel. Well, since I had a procedure and I was in the hospital multiple times, and I went to the ER 3 times before they realized that this was severe enough to have a surgery, my bills soonly racked up pretty quickly. I was off work, couldn't do anything, barely could make it to school, so I knew that things were going to get hard once the bills hit. Unfortunately, I didn't know how bad the bills were truly going to be. I have a savings, but I'm 22. I want to keep my savings there. I don't want to spend my savings on health reasons. I don't think there should be a reason we should. As Americans, we should have good health care and affordable health care. Well, I got my bill, and I was $5,000 in. So I wanted to research this. I wanted to see how many people truly are hurting. So I did. And I realized some interesting facts, which let's start with one. According to the nationalbankruptcy.com, U.S. ranks 12th in life expectancy. 12th. And also, according to National Bankruptcy, the United States spends more than $9,000 per person on health care. That's crazy. For us being 12thly ranked and our health care being that much per person, it's crazy. More than 60% of insured Americans with medical bills blow through most, if not all, of their savings. 60% of these people also are having trouble paying them and get contacted by the collection agencies in less than a year after their surgeries or after their healthcare issues. On a positive note, since the changes in our insurance through the government, nearly 13 million fewer people have medical bill problems due today than the last 5 years. But is that truly because of the government, or is that because nobody has the money to spend, or nobody wants to spend the money on it because healthcare is so outrageous? Yes, there's both issues to it. If you make healthcare affordable, you're going to have more people attending. You're going to be a busier hospital. You're going to have people that come in with less injuries than need be. But people who are struggling with an illness that they were born with, like diabetes, or getting like Crohn's disease like I did at 10, that's not fair to make it unaffordable for us. We need an affordable health care. We need to be able to live a life, and we can't live a life if we're always in medical debt. The United States does not have an exceptional healthcare system. They don't, not for the price of it. So we need to fix it. We need to figure out how can we get an affordable healthcare. We necessarily don't need it free, but we need to have it affordable. People who are born with situations should not have to live the rest of their life in debt, trying to pay back all of their doctor bills, all of their surgeries, and all of their healthcare issues. We need to figure this out. Thank you.